Hello.
Hi.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for waiting on us as we did maths and had a comfort break.
We did maths.
It's
We
done.
did it. We can save the city.
Maths
We've collected
is
enough.
finished. It's over.
Shit.
They have enough, they think, to overcharge the cup using Ava's ritual.
We could get to 70 if we wanted.
We could keep going.
Do you
we
want
could keep
to?
going.
Like, you saw what happened when Ava did it. It wasn't
That'd be
exactly the
so-
cleanest thing.
Yeah. Imagine just being like, not only are we going to get out of the Feywild, we're going to blow it up.
There's
Alright.
no way Lena's husband is coming after her.
Because there's no more plane left. I like Pearl of, by the way.
Oh yeah, you said pearl of something and I was like, I've already forgotten. Lightning?
Lightning.
You'll have to remember if you do use that to not use that in your punches.
I
anymore.
have not been able to add that d6 at all.
Have you not?
No.
Well, something's been getting rid of all the lightning.
And then he was resistant to or immune to lightning, remember?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've not been able to use it yet. So yeah, I won't miss it because I've barely had it. But that is fine because it is worth 2.
This is great. It's just like rooting through the bag of holding, going, don't need that, 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 blah, 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 and then all this stuff is
The
just...
classic D&D thing of what happens to all those weird excess magic items that
Does
you end
this
up
spark
You
joy?
melt them down. Yeah, it does.
Giving us
spark
something
joy.
we can do with it.
I like your jumper.
Thank you. It, has
It
a
does
frog
spark
on
joy.
Oh, froggy.
Is there anything on that list that was like confiscated from the cult?
No.
Confiscate from...
Not that I can
Yeah,
see.
so like you took a fair few items from the cult as you went along, basically by raiding like some of their warehouses as you went and stuff like that.
I
Like,
don't remember
no,
where we got
the
things.
because that's where the armband of
the
Ilmater
vast
came from.
majority of these we bought, and the rest I think we
there's
got
stuff
from
we
the
bought,
people
some-
that we killed in the valley.
Yeah.
Mm.
Stuff we bought, stuff from people in the valley, stuff in the maze.
Okay,
And starting equipment.
and starting.
And one starting.
One starting equipment. Or things we bought.
Yeah.
Dimensional Shackles and the Dagger of Warning were
Yeah,
a
yeah.
purchase, as were the Eyes of the Eagle.
If I put the armband of Ilmater in there, then yes. The answer would be yes, but not right now.
These were all ethically sourced
Ethically sourced.
Ethically
ingredients
sourced
Yes.
for a ritual.
through some murder, but not a lot of murder. The acceptable kind of murder.
Yeah, I guess like you are technically carrying around like some church's artifacts that you just haven't really taken back at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does the church even still exist?
Well,
That
it
is
was
a
in
question,
Dusthelm.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Not a good
That
blueberry.
was really sour.
Yeah, I had one of those as well.
Anyway.
Okay.
We have a productive couple of hours trotting down the hill as we
Doing
go.
maths.
Yeah.
And this and this and this and this and this and this. Blah, blah, blah. 20 odd items here. That
Just writing on the back of the map.
just jotting down the numbers.
Oh my god. Varro is like in awe of the amount of stuff that you have.
There's a small part of me that's
And we're
horrified that we're
all-
ready to throw these all away.
Yeah,
We're
he's sort
this
of
is
like
it.
because like
It took the
magic
cult
item-
months to gather this much.
I know.
Yeah, not only that, but also like he's never seen that amount of stuff outside of the ritual kind of thing. Like people just don't have magic items like this.
Because we have all of it.
Yeah.
You have hoarded it from the rest of the world.
Yep, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
After this, is there going to be anything left for him to have? Or is he just
He
going
has an oath bow.
He has an oath bow.
He has an oath bow. Okay,
And he's
good.
still got his gauntlets as well.
What does gauntlets do?
He has gauntlets that give him the fighter initiative feat.
Oh, sick.
That's fun.
Love it.
'Cause he worked
Oh.
out he needed to.
Magic items like give a feat is so cool.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
how
fun.
you stick around?
Well, the first fight that he had with you, he had such difficulty dealing with you that like Ava went away and like found an item for him to disarm
So
Kai
funny.
because he was having
Brilliant.
such difficulty dealing
That's
with that.
so funny.
So they adapted.
And I like it when
Yeah,
the baddies... You are enough of a threat that the baddies have to specifically counter
Yeah.
you with something.
Fuck you in particular, Kai.
Mm.
No.
Mm.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
It's looking
I
good.
think the mood has lifted
Are we there yet?
as we continue trotting towards the lake.
Yeah. We get to lake.
We get to lake after 8 hours. It's
Hooray.
weird because it's like you've already had a fairly long day. Like you've done 2 trials, had a lunch, and now are traveling for 8 hours, and it's still like afternoon sun.
Yeah.
It's really weird because it like maybe would have dipped to twilight as you were in the carriage going across the Winterfell once you'd left the bubble that was the collector's bubble. But now it's like afternoon sun and the spring Fae again. And you're like, this is really weird. Because it must be really hard to like sleep here when you're not used to that, like, because you don't have the circadian rhythms and things like that. So like after like maybe 4 or 5 hours, you sort of like, wait a minute, I should have stopped by now. But you can keep going. You will be like exhausted, like tired, exhausted, not
but not
exhausted.
like mechanically.
Yeah. So we push on to the lake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any like specific conversations they want to have in this 8-hour period, either in terms of with each other, with any of the NPCs that you're toting around at this point, which is, I think your count is up to 4.
Yep.
Horse, dog, lizard,
The
elf.
horse dog?
Woman.
Sure. That's technically correct.
Quite
Horse, dog,
Lizard.
Lizard.
I thought you said wizard.
Oh, no, he's
We
too
have
stupid
quite
for
the
that.
menagerie.
Yes. Do we know what class Lena is?
No, never asked.
Lena, what kind of spellcasting do you do?
Oh,
How did you learn it?
mostly through research and books.
A wizard. We do have one.
Lizardry.
You have a lizard and a wizard.
Who's your future character?
The lizard wizard.
The lizard wizard. Ah, yeah, if we just get Lena and Varro to get together,
No.
then you get a lizard wizard.
Veto. Hard veto. So mean.
You're like, my cousin will have no happiness, thank you very much.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Lena deserves a little better. He's in no position to be in a relationship right now.
You're not wrong. Okay, we get to lake.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants any specific conversations?
No, not that I can think of. I mean,
What are we going to do when we get back to Pell?
we'll try maybe Ursula again. I'll try this time. Just
Okay.
the same message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Several hours later.
Yeah, just to see.
Like, don't fucking leave us on red.
No answer.
She is rolling those, so that's good.
But they could be fake rolls. She might not be paying attention to the number at the top. It's a little less than like 5 or 10% chance of it failing.
3 times in a row is
Highly
Very
unlikely.
unlikely. Okay.
We don't know what's waiting for us back in Palomar.
But also, like, we are saying each time, careful calls could be monitored. Like, it could just.
And then
be
we
like,
keep saying the same thing over and over.
I think by the last one, it is just gonna be like a you
Yeah,
good.
at some point they could be like, okay, cool.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so we want to get to the island and then melt down all the stuff and recharge the cup tonight, or do we want to do that tomorrow, or...
How long do we think it would take based on
To get to-
using Arva's notes?
Ooh,
We are quite tired.
We are quite tired.
It is a fairly lengthy ritual. It's also a very, very delicate ritual. She had like a laboratory style place
Yeah.
and like ceremony circles and stuff like that.
I feel like we want to do it before we go back.
I agree.
The middle of a war zone.
It will be
Yes.
chaotic as fuck if we don't.
But maybe
Tomorrow, I think. Maybe when
once
we're
we're
fresh.
rested.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the island, we would be pretty undisturbed. It's not a laboratory, but there's enough space set up that we could probably, like, get it looking semi-cohesive.
Yeah.
It also gently reminds you that whilst you have a lot of the resources needed to complete the ritual, you do not have all of them.
What do we not have?
You are missing some of the spell components and things like that. They're like gems and things.
Do we have a list of those, or...
Yeah, sort of. It's like I haven't given you a physical list, but like you have it in Arva's diary. And you have Arva's diary.
Well, maybe the prince has them on him.
Yeah, that seems like something a prince would have.
Yeah, he might have some gemstones.
Might have been something Lena would have had before she gave away all her jewellery.
Did she happen to have, a grand's worth of rubies?
She would say that she had some significant gems, but they are long gone now.
Oh, Lena!
It's fine.
Oh well.
Can you get the animals back?
No, sorry.
Um,
Mm.
That's fine. That's fine. We can definitely figure it out for sure. Maybe we just need to prioritize helping the prince out. Just whilst he's here. That was the next
Help
thing.
him out how?
We were gonna help him get home.
He was coming with us.
Yeah.
No.
He was
Was
going to
he-
come with us to hell and then back to the
Was
material
he
line. That was
able?
our...
Because he was paying attention to like a fixed point, and he just needed help keeping the lanterns lit. Is what I thought.
Yes.
I didn't realize he was coming with us because he's not.
I think somebody had to focus on where the teleportation circle was going and light all the lanterns. And
Yeah, I could have
And I-
sworn this might. I was clearly me misremembering, but that we were going to help him do it, and then we were just going to do it ourselves as well. I didn't
Oh,
realize he
I
was coming
thought-
with us.
I thought we were just going to do it for us and we were like, you can come with us if you want.
I did not know if he was able to
I
come
don't
with
remember.
us.
You made the agreement that you were going to take him with you to
Okay.
hell, and worst come to worst, you were going to make sure he made it back to the material plane.
Okay. Yes.
That's the
clearly,
agreement that
clearly,
you
I
made.
did misremember. Then, yeah, I thought that he was just doing. We were just helping him get to the material straight off the bat. Okay, well, that's actually less of a difficulty.
It means we only have to do the ritual once with the beacons.
Mm-hmm. And as much as you're right that it would be good to be able to charge the item here, if we're not able to do that,
Then, yeah.
would it be worth looking around the Feywild and seeing if we can get some, like,
the mystical ruby bush.
yes, like not a ruby bush, but like there are civilizations here that could be willing to
We
trade.
could just go to the shops.
I mean, I've been saying.
Everybody in Paramar will be dead by the time we finish doing that.
Yeah.
If they're not already.
Yeah.
Which they might be.
So maybe it's just worth biting the bullet and going and doing the ritual there.
Yeah, I don't like going back without this thing charged up,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure we have the means to do it. Can we, get Belinda to fly Alagarthas? Can we just shout across the lake to, hey, row over to us?
How far is his island
Yeah.
from the edge of the lake? Can we yell to him
Or
or...
do we need to
It's quite
Belinda him?
far. Belinda him. You need to Belinda him.
Mm-hmm.
Send the Pegasus!
fly over, get the rowboat and just come back for everyone else?
Yeah.
Belinda rowing a rowboat.
I meant somebody on Belinda. I don't think she has opposable thumbs.
Yeah. Or vocal cords to tell him.
Yes.
One of us will need to go over on Belinda to
So
say.
the lake is
Oh, yeah.
400
Bee.
feet in diameter. So it'd be 200
Oh yeah,
feet.
it was fucking huge.
Yeah, it's a lake. So it's like 200 feet to the island in the centre. I
Can
don't
we
know if that's
see
yelling distance at all.
I don't think so.
Because if I remember correctly, things like thunder crack and stuff and thunderstep is like 300 feet. But that's an incredibly loud crack of thunder, so that
Yeah.
might not be yelling distance.
I'll not pop on Belinda and flap over and see if he's still there, and if he is, say, hey, we're gonna
What's up?
set up camp on the shore and bring him back with us.
Okay, sorry, who's going over?
Adolin.
Adolin and
Adelin's
Belinda,
going
and we'll
on
just
Belinda.
wait.
Okay, yeah. So you flap yourself over. You can see that as you get closer and closer, you can see a figure sat on the island, just sort of dejectedly slumped to one side. But as you get closer and closer, I think you'd see there's another shape with him on this island.
Uh-huh.
And as you get closer and
Bless
closer,
you.
you pick out the shape of a small winged cat
Oh,
that is
cat.
gently padding around, and he's just absent-mindedly scratching it.
Hello, Your Highness. We are back.
Oh, Adolin, yes, hi. You're back. You're back.
Skeleton.
Yes.
Did you decide not to go to the palace?
No, we went. We achieved what we set out to do, and now we're ready to leave the Feywild.
We're just that good.
Oh,
We just went there and did the thing we
We just
wanted,
did
and
the
now
thing.
we're back.
How long has they been there? And I point to the cat.
oh. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, time was weird for this guy.
I don't know. Maybe a day. I'm not really sure.
Is it visibly the same cat?
I I mean, it's a grey fluffy cat with bluish bat wings.
Same, which is
This is
visibly
They're
the same.
visibly very similar to.
How many of those do you see generally? Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, we're setting up camp just across the lake. Come rest up with us for the night, and then in the morning we'll see about lighting the beacons and getting out of here.
And we can leave.
That's the plan.
Oh, yeah. That. Thank you. Thank you for coming back.
I mean, it's the only way out this.
Thank you. And he scoop up the cat.
Right.
And like pop it on his shoulders and start like, can I, to Belinda.
We're just gonna use the boat.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
We could take. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense to get the rowboat across to our camp as well. So.
Oh, you want me to row the boat?
I'll row the boat. You take the horse.
Oh.
Belinda, the unicorn. Her name is Belinda.
Oh,
Pegasus.
hello, Belinda.
And Belinda's fine. Belinda's met the cat by now, so I'll just row the boat back across.
Cat's immediately up there again, or?
Cat is sat on Alagarthas' shoulders.
Oh.
So he gingerly gets up onto Belinda, and Belinda sets off back towards the bank where you are all like starting to set up camp, I assume, with like tents and a small fire and soup or something.
you.
I don't know.
Soup.
Soup. But yeah, Prince Alagarthas would land. It would take you a little bit to row the boat across. It's not particularly fast, if I remember correctly. Trying to see if I can see the mechanics of the boat.
You get there eventually.
Eventually, yeah. It might take you like at least half an hour.
No.
No.
I mean, you can walk 200 feet in like. With a 30-foot walk speed.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Ish.
No, that's in 6 seconds. A minute.
Oh yeah.
Rowing can be much slower than walking, so. I imagine maybe 5 minutes.
5-10 minutes, yeah. It's not a fast thing, and I don't imagine Adolin's particularly good at rowing. You don't do boats.
It's Kai's bag.
It's Kai.
That's true.
You said the person that doesn't do boats across.
In defense of him, he was on a Pegasus when he started this journey.
Yeah, but he knew he was getting off that
Things
Pegasus.
took a turn.
Yeah.
You didn't send the boat person.
There's a little bit of splashing
I
around.
assumed I was going to go, and then you're like, I'm going on Belinda. I'm like, alright.
You were like, alright, I'll do soup.
I can soup.
But yeah, Prince Alagarthas would land on Belinda and gingerly get off and would quite visibly have Cat on his shoulders. Hello, it's really good to see you all again. Like,
Hello.
I can't believe you're back.
You're still alive. Congratulations. Hello, cat.
I'm not really sure I have a choice. Oh, do you know this one?
That's cat. Pretty sure they're a demon.
A demon?
Or a
Demon,
devil.
Cat.
Or a devil. Fiendish in
Fiendish.
some form.
Oh, but it's
Not
a
that we're judging cats.
cat,
just to
and
be
it
clear.
like scratch his ears, and you can see like Cat would purr and like rub himself up against Alagarthas a bit.
They said their name's Cat, so
Oh, hello, Cat.
it's very imaginative.
And see, like, Cat would leap down from Alagarthas and would go up to Clifford and would be like sniffing and saying hello. I imagine telepathic bond's not still up, or do you just keep recasting
I think it wasn't just now.
Yeah, I do tend to upcast it quite often, but I think it's not been.
There wasn't really a need.
Yeah, you were on the horse on Belinda most recently to tune, so I don't imagine that I'll have bothered.
Okay, cool. In which case, yeah, Clifford and Cat are just chilling with each other.
My strength score. I just realised.
No gauntlets.
No gauntlets.
Devastating.
Yeah, Adolin eventually makes his way back over, like,
Fuck this.
huffing and puffing.
Oh.
Drag the small rowboat up onto the shore.
Just introductions like Prince Alagarthas of a realm we have no idea about. Lady Lena of the Winter Feywild. Varro, Knight of Ash. It's like blah blah blah.
See all the three NPCs like awkwardly like.
And now we leave them to talk
We're
amongst themselves.
so good at making friends.
We really are.
Yeah.
We're not very likable, and yet this keeps happening.
Yes.
I mean, you didn't massively give Varro a choice.
Yeah, I think Lena and Varro and Alagarthas, it's like, we are your only way to escape this realm.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's how you make friends, the real way.
I mean, Lena does like you.
Good.
Like, she's having marital problems, but she likes you. You're technically interfering with her marriage, but like she's all for it. So
Yeah.
Cool. I think we've rather successfully interfered with the
Yeah, I
marriage.
think so. I think we nailed it.
Primarily, you two, very
I
successfully
mean, technically
interfered.
she's still married. She's just forcing a separation.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're separated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing long distance for a while.
Yeah.
A trial separation.
Yes.
She's exploring her options.
See what's out there in the world.
Reconnecting with some
A
old
lovely
friends.
new prince.
Oh, a new
Ooh,
prince.
insight check. Is there chemistry?
They've said a very awkward hello to each other.
Nice.
I don't ship
I
it.
feel the sparks.
Interesting.
More so than you and the Adolin.
Impossible, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But, yeah, the NPCs are all like awkwardly introducing themselves, and you can see Alagarthas would be like, "You were at the palace for a bit with the collector," and he was like, "Yes, I attended some of the events where you were there. Yes." And it was like, oh, lovely.
I attended the events where you were on show.
Ooh.
Essentially,
Love
no,
that.
this is the collector's current favourite toy.
We'll give them a rundown of what the plan is. That in the morning we will be using this here gateway to travel back to our home city, Perelmar, currently located in the first layer of hell, under assault from devils, demons, competing factions of cults, corrupt knights, and God only knows what else.
Sounds a fair bit. This is Lena.
Mhm.
This sounds a fair bit worse than what you were telling me in the carriage.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said in the carriage.
Demons, devils, cults.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
Oh, okay.
It will be dangerous. Pause for a very long beat.
Everyone is looking you
And then
expectantly.
we just change the subject.
So anyway, good stew. We have a way to return Perelmire to the material realm. We need to complete a ritual, find the rest of the components for it, which we believe we can find at the main temple back in Perelmire, and then use it to get our city home. From there, we will send Alagarthas you back to your realm. Lena, you'll be free to go wherever. And then, mission accomplished.
Is Kat coming with us? Are you?
Cat
Are you
can't
speaking
talk.
at Cat?
Yes.
Cat would be like lazily dozing next to your fire, but like his name being said, an eye would crack open, ears would swivel round, and then the eye would close again. Obviously heard
Cool.
you.
I mean, the telepathic bond had to be on for us to. It
Yes.
actually occurs to me, maybe this is targeted towards you, Adolin, because you heard. Well, we've all heard Basia talk, and you've heard her specifically in the telepathic bond. Or
Do you think Kat is Glacia?
I mean, and we've heard Kat's voice. I'm just curious if there's some similarities there.
We've never seen the cat and Glassy in the same place at
We
the same
have
time,
not.
have we?
Ah.
No.
We've not seen Kat and a lot of people in the same place at the same time.
That's true.
I think
That's
the
very
cat
true.
is Garen.
That would be wild. But, can I do some sort of insight check to see if the cat and Glasia talk the same talk?
Yeah, sure, if you like.
Am I right in saying we've been in the Feywilds for 4 days?
Not to.
No. Okay.
They're definitely
They're
the same place.
identical.
I mean,
All devils are the same.
mental voices all sound kind of similar,
Mm-hmm.
and always kind of confusing and disconnected from who they actually are, because like
Mm.
it's people's perspective of themselves as well. So.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be your voice, it's what you think your
That's
voice is.
weird.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't like that.
Mm.
I don't trust the cat. I don't want to take it back to
Well, you
Talos.
already didn't trust the cat, that's
Yeah,
on you.
nothing has changed.
No. It's changed. Well, our evening's main activity was going to be doing a whole ritual to burn down all of this to charge the gun.
Shredding.
But we can't do that because we don't have the
No, whatever the rest of the components of the ritual
pricey
are.
stuff, right?
Did you just grab it?
Attempted. I think you got away.
I'm really good at that, not to brag. Have you ever done it where you grab them and you're like, I got it? And then you open your hand and it just
like,
flies
it's
away.
still alive.
That happens
No.
so often to me and it's devastating.
I have never successfully grabbed any kind of winged thing that wasn't just sort of like on the floor, like before. Like if you go find a bumblebee that's all sad and you want to move them to one side.
You never
with them-
grab a bumblebee with your
No, with my bare hands.
Oh
I do that
no!
all the time.
Oh my god!
No, I let the bumblebees live in peace.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so we can't do the ritual, is what we're hearing.
we have a bag of holding, and I'm keeping my voice on this. We have a bag of holding full of everything that we need for it.
Okay, that's good.
What? Who are you trying not to hear?
Cat.
Cat and the NPCs. Varro.
Well, they've already seen us counting everything out.
Yeah, that's true.
Varro's been walking with
Everybody
them,
but
like,
Alex.
offering opinions.
Yeah. they're
Cat and the
not-
prince
Cat.
are unacceptably suspicious.
They've not been initiated.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've checked in with. We tried to check in with Garen and Ershel, but have not heard back. The only thing Adolin was going to do tonight was try and check in with Joris.
Ooh, you got some bad news to break.
But that could be for a, bedtime activities or
That's very funny.
something.
I wonder if I could do
Do you
Do you want
any
to call
sort
Chauntea?
of-
Call Chauntea.
We can all have a little prayer circle again.
First circle. Yeah.
I was just checking if I had augury or divination. We could figure out what was going on with them. Thinking but I don't think I prepared them today.
You still have scrolls.
Oh, it's true.
Add them to the list.
Oh shit.
No.
No.
No, single-use items don't count.
Wait.
What?
If single-use items
Oh,
don't
no.
work,
Wait,
that means
what about
half of these
potions?
things don't.
No,
Potions don't count?
no single-use items.
So that eliminates a lot of our
Oh.
list. Okay.
All right.
Well,
Start
that-
crossing stuff out.
Wait, that also means that the universal solvent, that's not single. Is it single use?
Yeah. Well, it's limited use. Could you not have told us this while we were writing it all down?
I didn't realise you were including any of the potions.
The bag of dust
It's
of
a match
dryness.
quantum.
That's not a single use, but it has like limited use, I guess.
Does it regain uses?
I don't remember. I technically wasn't my item. It was Clifford's.
Yeah, it's Clifford's item. What does he think?
If it regains uses, then yes.
I don't
If
think
it doesn't
it
regain
will.
uses, then no.
Sovereign
Four,
glue
five,
and
six, seven,
universal
8, 9,
solvent.
10.
A solvent, I think, are out too.
Yeah, they don't. Dust of dryness is out because it doesn't regain uses.
They're-
Are we
That's
right about
fine.
the sovereign glue?
I don't know. You've got the card in front of you, don't you?
When found, a container contains 1d6 plus 4 plus 1 ounces. And it's just, it is a single use, it looks like.
Yeah, these don't recharge. The sovereign glue and the universal solvent.
Well, guys, our maths was for
Oh.
naught.
We might not even get to 30 with this.
How much have we lost? Because
2, 4, 8, 10, 16, 22, 24.
Okay.
Filler of love.
So we're at
Probably a
36.
potion.
Yeah, it's a potion.
34.
26.
3, 6,
Mm.
9, 11, 13, 16.
34.
34. Okay. Right.
Pearl of Lightning Dimension.
So we can still get to
The oil?
30.
No.
No. 31.
Okay, and we do have the armband of veil matter. Ideally, we don't use it, but that would get us to 41, which is still. So we can still charge us a little. Like
We can get into it basic, we just
we
can't
can get it to
overcharge
base.
it.
Yeah.
It might be able to.
Cloak staff, right?
If we're not overcharging it, does that change the ritual in any way?
So
So if we're just getting into like normal baseline 30 charges.
essentially to overcharge it, you would have done the ritual twice. And when you the ritual, so there's like two separate rituals. There's the ritual that Ava conceived for charging it to the base level, which was a lot simpler. The overcharge ritual is where it instantly consumes the excess, so like to get it up to 60 points. and would instantly teleport Prolmar. So that would be one that you'd have to do when you're ready to
Yeah, we'd
teleport.
have to do
Okay,
that.
right.
So it doesn't make any sense to do. But what I was getting at is we still can't start the ritual here. We still
No,
Yeah, do we
don't
still
make
need those
process.
gems and stuff? that
Yeah, you
were
still need
mentioned?
the spell components to do the first bit, yes.
One piece of good news here
Okay. Yeah.
is we're at 31
Yeah.
and we only need 30,
To attune to it.
which means
I can keep my fishing rod.
you can keep your vision.
Ah, yes.
So silver lining.
Swings and roundabouts.
Cool. Well, that was a immediate bummer, but like,
Sorry.
it's no, don't you worry. We should have been more vigilant. It's all good. It's all good. And it's just something that we need to think about when we're in Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, should I don't have divination, but we could use one of the scrolls or the augury to figure out what's going on with Earthshow and stuff, or is that just not worth knowing because we're going to find out regardless? Like, we're going to find out one way or the other. I could ask
it depends
about
if we want to be pre-warned.
Yeah.
we could ask about where to find like jewels or higher magic items. Yeah, I heard it too. That was 3 death saves. All failures.
I guess there's also slightly the metagamey aspect of that. Of you've had these scrolls for some time in
Yeah.
campaign and haven't used them, and we are starting to get to the end of the campaign.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, augury's a bit of a. It doesn't tell you much. Wheel or woe.
It won't be wheel or
both.
woe. Unless it's just like if we were asked for like as straightforward as just like how's Urshu doing?
Yeah.
Then chances
Yeah.
are if we will worry
peel a blueberry.
we will worry when it's I always love that they're not actually like
Blue
on the
they're
inside,
so
yeah.
pale on the inside, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's wheel, we'll be like, holy fucking shit, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's woe, we'll be actually concerned. And if it's wheel and woe, then it's kind of unsurprising.
Yeah.
You
Because
know
like
what I mean?
things are bad with them. Is there anything where having those sorts of responses would be useful to us? Like very useful?
Like I was saying, divination might be useful just for figuring out where we can get ourselves either some valuable gems for the ritual,
Yeah.
like where to go in.
That is no
Pearlmire.
longer a blueberry. It is a pale berry.
Still delicious.
You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and the GM offers a truthful reply.
Yeah.
So that could be
Where might we go to find a bunch of
The
jewels
spell components.
in Pearlmire?
in Pearlmire.
If we say spell components, would that include the gems and magical items?
It's true, yeah. Like
yeah.
the remaining necessary spell components.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the divination might be good for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we chalk that out just now?
It occurs to me that Chauntea is probably not the person who's going to be able to give a good answer on that. She's not on the right plane.
Is it anyone?
She also cared.
Torm is the closest one, I think, to knowing.
Your magic and an offering put you in contact with a god or god's servants, and we know that Joris is in Pearlmire.
He would know best.
Yes.
And I was planning on talking to him tonight anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, now you have a little bit more oomph. He can't leave you
Ring,
on
ring,
red.
ring, ring. Joris, I need a grand's worth of rubies. Don't ask me why.
Make that 2.
I can try it. I have 4th level spell slots, but this is not a spell on my list. But what do you do with scrolls again?
I'm quite happy for
It's just an intelligence. It's just a spell casting check. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I've not got my cheat sheet on me. I'm afraid.
I think it is just a spellcasting check. Like usually, I think if the spell's not on your list, you can't cast it. But I'm happy for anybody to be able to use spell scrolls. And if it's not on your list, then you have to make an Arcana check to be able to
That's
cast
how
it.
Varro got Belinda, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have to make an Arcana check for that because technically that spell is on his class list.
It's an ability check, specifically.
Using your spellcasting model.
Yeah. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
What level is What one did we say? Divination?
Divination.
Divination's
Yeah,
4.
so 14.
I don't think you have anything on scrolls in the handout. In the player handout.
Yeah. Wait, you've got that in front of you?
Yeah.
He sent us a PDF for a reason.
I know, but like I was asking for the dispel magic stuff earlier, and nobody forwarded that to me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, nothing in particular about scrolls. So,
Okay.
so what if Adolin were to try divination? What would there be a check involved in that?
Yeah, you'd have to make.
Would it be an Arcana check or a spellcasting check?
You saying it's an.
I think Rosie just said it's
Well,
ability.
yeah, sorry, was it?
Yeah. A spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
So I'd just be
Yours
adding
is
wisdom.
Wisdom, yes.
Wisdom as a ranger. Spell scroll.
Yeah, so you don't get your proficiency bonus on the check. It's just your spellcasting ability.
Cool.
So, and
So-
the DC will be 14 for this.
What do you? What is your wisdom?
Plus 3.
So it's almost a 50-50.
Do you want me to cast? I mean, I'm just it's so like overpowered, but I could do it for level enhanced ability and give you advantage.
Or you could have a bardic, which is less
Or
extreme.
bless D4.
I don't. Plus doesn't do skill checks, does it?
No, that's
yeah. No.
ability. Oh, I don't remember. I'm confused.
Guidance.
with
Guidance is the one that
yes.
Yeah.
does thingies. Do you know guidance?
I don't know guidance.
Okay.
No. I only have bless because I'm a paladin, and paladins don't get.
Cantrip.
Oh no, I do have guidance, but I have it because I'm a druid, not because I'm a paladin.
I was gonna say bless sounds like something Polly would have.
Yeah, but weirdly, it's the paladin part. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was very recent development. But
So
I do have guidance.
okay, so I could give this a go. And the question that we want to ask is, what was it? Where?
Where can we find the spell components that we need for the rest of the ritual?
Where in Perelmire?
Yeah,
Can we go?
specifically.
Yeah.
That's because it would be really shitty if he's like
Yeah.
Avernus.
Where? In,
Good luck.
where in Perelmire could we find the rest of the components required for Arva's ritual for the cup?
To transport it back, because
To-
again,
Yes.
technically it'd be like, well, for one casting of the ritual to get out to 30, you can get 4 gems from here, but for 2 castings,
For Arva's overcharge ritual,
yeah, to get
Yeah.
Pearlmire
Yeah.
so
back.
that's what we're going for. So we're asking where in
Where-
Perelmire could we find the remainder of the components that we need for Arva's overcharging ritual for the cup?
Okay.
Yes.
Pretty please don't smite me.
Pretty please.
Pretty please.
Pretty please. Okay.
D8 Bardic.
Yeah.
And D4 for guidance.
Okay. D4 is a 3.
Nice.
Bardic is a 2.
Okay,
You
So
rolled a 2 as well.
I did.
5, 8. So I've got 8 and I'm looking for 14. So I need a 6. That's an at 1.
Do you have any advanced inspirations?
I don't think so. No, I think I've spent it.
Cutting words.
Do you mean silvery bars?
Silvery bars.
For disadvantage.
Wait,
I
does it
don't-
work? Yeah.
I don't think that would work. No.
I don't think. Shit, I should have cast Enhance Ability on you.
Yeah.
You would have got an advantage.
Is the scroll gone now? Did that use it
It
up?
would use the scroll. So if you
Oh.
have any last minute things,
Do you
now's
have-
the time.
Do you have any inspirations?
Me?
I don't think I do.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think I have any inspirations left.
If I pray really hard as I'm doing this,
Pretty please.
pretty please. If I know I'm trying to reach out
Can
to
I
Joss.
roll a divination to see if Chauntea can help just like mend fences? Just I'll roll a D100 and if I get a I don't know.
I'm not sure that would help right now.
She's the what do you call it? She's operating the switchboard.
Operating the switchboard.
I'm sorry, your call cannot go through. Mhm.
No,
Can't try praying?
I've got nothing.
Try praying?
I will allow you to try praying if you want. I was just waiting to see if anything
Okay.
anybody
I don't
else
have
pulled
anything.
anything out the bag.
No.
No. You don't have telepathic bond up at the moment, do you?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, because otherwise I probably would have asked, should we put a cat in it?
Okay, you can try praying then.
Try praying.
Try praying. Fuck it. So is this try praying to?
You're trying to hit under your level.
So the scroll's spent. That's gone.
This is you trying to force through the scroll with a bit of please God.
It's fine. We can ask tomorrow if we need to, but it'd just be Chauntea that's helping, and that's less helpful.
So we're trying to hit a 14.
Yeah.
77.
Well, 7 plus 7.
No.
Ha!
No, I'm sorry, but that is the scroll spent.
Rip.
Don't bother trying to pray.
Does not work.
Does not work.
We were doing that with birth date tarot cards earlier. If
Oh,
you
yeah?
add up all digits in
Oh.
your birthday, it gives
Uh-huh.
you your tarot card.
I have this is a tangent, but I have a book of tarot from somebody who is just on a numerology one that I'm getting as well, which has very interesting themes and a game as part of it, and I'm very excited. Yes.
Okay, so unfortunately, divination has not worked.
Boo! Not at you.
No, it's a bit.
just at
It's a bit
the-
boo.
The world
Boo
generally.
at the dice.
Boo at the dice.
Boo at the dice.
Boo.
Roll the blueberry.
Not
It's a
blueberry.
12.
It's a 12. You didn't even make me roll very high.
No.
Okay. So we've tried divination.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do as part of this long rest? Contacting their gods,
Yeah.
etc.
Fuck it.
I can try again now that we're outside of the
Yeah.
collector's bubble.
Yeah. Prayer circle.
Prayer circle.
Prayer
Yeah.
circle. Prayer circle.
We all
I
doing
know.
collective prayer circle kind of thing.
Chauntea.
We could do augury and ask, will we find the remainder of the spell ritual components in Perlmar?
You want to
Yeah,
use
yeah.
that for this? Like, yeah, I suppose that's
Because
That
if it
sounds
says
more useful.
if it
than-
says
more
no.
specific.
Yeah, if it says
Then
no,
we know that we had to stay here and find them.
yeah.
I'm not
we give
kidding.
up. We give up on Perlmar.
What would our other option be? Like, if they say no, you won't find them in Perlmire.
We go back to the collector and go, hey.
Perlmire or Avernus.
Yeah.
We try the cat. The cat's an unknown quantity. We make a deal with the cat.
I mean, okay, that's our real fallback.
Or we make a deal with Glasia. Right now, your soul for a bucket of rubies.
I'm not comfortable with you proposing that. We really think.
What are you rolling?
Let's go. Let's just
So try-
prayer
Is
circle.
that them trying to do a sending back to us?
You want to do the augury?
Should we just try augury?
Yeah.
Yeah, does somebody else want to roll this one? I'm not doing well.
Sure.
Doris
What,
doesn't
what
want
do
to
you
talk
roll?
to you.
So is augury on your spell list?
Good question.
Augury's on
What
mine, maybe
spell
it'd be
list
better.
is augury?
Because like you only have to do the check if
Cleric,
it's
druid.
Oh, let's actually search for D&D and not just the
Mm.
word augury.
Available for clerics, knowledge domain, and oath of the open sea.
And also circle of bees, to be clear.
And circle of fees.
Yes, that's. I haven't just cheated to get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You couldn't guidance yourself, but
I couldn't guidance myself, but I wouldn't have to roll.
you wouldn't have to roll.
Because I would know
Yeah.
it. Do you want to do it and get your guy weighing in, or should I do it and get Chauntea weighing in?
Chauntea's nicer.
She is nice.
like Michael's not nice.
Okay, I'll ask Chauntea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're using the spell scroll to do augury.
Yeah. And just be like, hey, give me the intel on if we need these spell components, the chances of getting them in Permar, Avernus, versus like it not being like a non-option whatsoever.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like maybe like Wheel will be like, yeah, they're in Perlmire. Will and Mo will be like, I mean, they're on the plane, but unfortunately they're not fucking in Perlmire.
And
So what is your
says none.
specific question?
Will we be able to easily get the
Will we be able to find the remaining spell components in Pearlmire or
yeah,
the
Mm.
surrounding
or
area?
surroundings, yeah.
Okay. So Polly settles down with this spell scroll and casts, and I think you all get this like lovely image of like nature sort of leaning into Polly a bit as she like taps into that divine energy of Chauntea, and like all of the NPCs are like, wow, because this is like the first time any of them have seen any like godly power from any of you. Like you've all like exhibited
we
like
do seem like we're operating at a far lower level when it comes to that kind of stuff.
well, all of them have seen you like exhibit quite like strong gifts and like, but it's all like of stuff that is like known, like martial capabilities, spell casting, stuff like that.
Bees.
This is like
Growing
tapping
wings.
this is like tapping into a god's power that you are currently doing, and like requesting aid from a divine entity. And that divine entity is
don't have a god on speed dial.
so all of them are like in awe of this. And you'd see like all the flowers in the area would like rotate round and like lean into Polly a little bit and stuff like that. And there'd be like a warm aura in the air. It'd be like lovely and comforting. This little like warm breeze comes off the lake. And the omen that you would get is wheel.
Yay! Okay, we can get that. That's wonderful. Thank you, babes. Appreciate it.
All of the NPCs are like absolute awe of you at this point.
Okay.
She's speaking the language of God.
As I'm doing
can I get
that.
an insight check from Polly?
An insight check. I'm okay with those, I think. I might be lying. I'm okay with those.
That one?
24.
24. Okay, I think with a 24, you would see a flash of
Uh-oh.
like pain and a little bit of jealousy across Sparrow's face.
You know what? I'm not even gonna acknowledge it.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I've just figured this out. Like, 2 days ago was my first ever trying to commune with the deity. Don't take this from me. Okay, well that's really good news though. So we will be able to get the components that we need when we are back in Pearlmire. It might not necessarily be like an absolute cakewalk, but we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Banana bread? Hell yeah.
What?
This is a very niche YouTube video that I need to share with everybody because it makes me laugh.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you
You
calling?
have prayed? Are you going to pray again?
Yeah.
Or normally? Yes.
I'm going to try to pray
A
properly.
normal
Yeah.
prayer.
And Kai will also
Normal pray.
Normal pray?
I'm
Are you normal pray?
wade into the lake and just
Sure.
sit down underwater.
Everyone's just like, what?
What? Oh, yeah, what?
This
Okay,
is
you both know that I can breathe underwater. That's not weird.
Oh, okay.
This is
Oh my
just,
god, you're fully submerging yourself.
It's been a while since...
Wondering, just sit down.
And all the NPCs are like, are they okay?
this is just a moment where
Just don't
we
come back.
flex. We just flex on the NPCs. We're showing off.
Just showing it.
Don't worry, they do this.
Farrah's just like, wait, so you can't drown them?
Why
They
are
don't-
we
Are you
thinking
thinking
about drowning
I know,
them?
I've tried. Tell me about it.
They don't. You have powerful friends.
It's true.
Just sort of sit himself down. See leaders. Very interested.
I told her earlier I died before. She's not shocked.
She's sort of getting to the grips that you lot are all very powerful. Like, she's seen you in action now during the trials and stuff like that, and she's kind of getting to grips and break one of the collector's spells. So she's kind of getting to the grips that, like, you were all, like, incredibly powerful, and she's sort of, like, vibing along with that at the moment.
Just slowly removing all the technology.
Clearing the table.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But okay, yeah, let's go with Kai first.
Okay.
As everyone settles down for a nice long rest, does I presume maybe thematically Adolin waits until Kai is done communing with God to commune himself?
Yeah.
You take commune one at a time. That's a thing, right? One God at a time.
You already tried. You have to wait to try again.
Yep.
I need to have something.
I roll.
I am not going to make you roll for this.
But if you want to.
See what I would have gotten.
Okay.
48.
48, okay.
I don't know if that would have gotten anything. I don't know the DC.
No,
You have to roll under
less
your
than your
level.
level.
But I'm not asking for a roll. So, Kai, you wade out into the lake with the trident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And you get to the point where you're like, this is like chest height. If I sat
This
down,
is
I'd be
fine.
underwater. And you sit down underwater and your clothes begin to like billow out. Your hair like floats around your head and stuff like that. I imagine why it's like initially an intense discomfort, as it's very similar to how you died. And then you sort of settle back into it of, oh, okay, I can breathe this. I'm not going to die. Okay. And what does Kai do?
Try and reach out through the mental connection string thread thing
Yeah.
again and just see if there's anyone there.
Yeah? Are we reaching for anybody in particular?
Try Talos.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to ask, like, are we good now that I have the trident back? And also,
We're good.
is anyone else trying to steal it?
Okay.
Is there more than one past champion that's still about?
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because presumably there's more than one, but they might have faded already.
Mhm.
So
This is potentially.
Tried's been underground for a long time, right?
Several hundred years at least.
Mm.
Yes, okay, so you settle down, and I think like maybe Kai keeps their eyes open underwater and just like watches
Sure.
fey fish randomly swim by as well. And you're sort of like, this is weirdly peaceful. Because it's like very muffled down here as well, with like the water pressing on your eardrums and stuff like that. And like, you take a minute to like get the bubbles out your ears and stuff like that. And you can hear like the dull, like, do you know like the underwater noises of like the like really distorted like thuds and stuff like that as like things lap against each other. Like I imagine maybe the boat that is like it's on the shore but like the water's like gently slapping against the back of it. It's like a little annoying in the background but like nothing too bad. And you focus in again on the sort of like cold well of power that is the trident. That has always felt cold and weirdly inanimate in your hands. Like unlike most magic items that have like a warmth and like a ooh power to them, this has been like almost like a dead fish in your hands this whole time. Apt, but and you let yourself sort of sink down into that power, trying to like roll yourself through that pathway. And I think after a moment your eye would be drawn as something moves in the depths of the lake.
Your friend?
No.
No.
And you would see a creature would be beginning to snake its way through the water towards you.
No.
It's definitely swimming with like a serpentine motion, but I think the more you watch it and the more you look at it, you see it's got like the little side fins that help, and it's got like a big, what they called, crest. Thank you.
Not mohawk.
Not mohawk, no, but fish mohawk. Yeah.
Yep.
And like a long tail, and it's got like quite shiny, like bluish scales as it's sort of like snaking its way towards you. Would you like to do anything?
How close is it?
It started off at maybe like it appeared maybe 60 foot out, and it's just like slowly snaking its way. It's not like beelining you towards you with jaws agape, like teeth and everything. It's just sort of slowly meandering its way towards you.
When it gets close enough, can I just put out my hand for it?
Okay.
See if it does anything.
Yeah, sure thing. So as it gets closer and closer, you put your hand out towards it, and it sort of spins a little bit.
Okay.
It's quite long, like we're talking like a large creature.
Okay.
So a fair bit bigger than
So
Kai.
not like.
Not not a little cuddly wuddly. No, this is I could eat you if I wanted to, but it would like nosy its way up to you, and as you can see, like as it gets a lot closer to you, it's got a very like smooth face. So like most of its body's like scaled, but its face is almost like equine with like nostrils and a nose, But it's got very sharp, like, razor teeth you can see as it, like, gaps a little bit with its mouth.
Do I have
And
any idea what it is?
you can roll me Arcana or Nature, if you like. And it's got the long, like, what are the, like, tendrils that are, like, often, like, mistaken as curly-wurly beards and stuff like
Like
that?
whiskers?
Whisker type.
Kind of mustachioed.
Yeah. You often see on dragons. They've got, like, those kind of features off of its face.
Does it make a difference if it's Arcana or Nature?
Yes,
like
it will make a difference. So pick.
6 and 7 is 13.
Mhm.
So 23 Nature.
23 Nature. Okay, I think with the 23 Nature, you would know this is definitely not anything, like, native to the material plane.
Had assumed.
It looks very similar to a lot of, like, deep sea eels and stuff like that, but it's a lot more, like, brightly coloured and ornate. With, like, shimmering blues and purples and greens across it that, like, catch the light. But that is very, very common here in the Feywilds, that everything is weirdly multicoloured here. So that kind of vibes that it could be some kind of, like, deep sea eel. It doesn't look very dragon related. And it certainly doesn't look like your aboleth or anything like that. What was it?
16 plus 7 is 23.
23. I think with the 23, you'd be very confident in saying this is not a material plane creature. It doesn't naturally fit into any of the boxes that you have for deep sea creatures.
Another weird Feywild thing.
Yeah,
Cool.
kind of. But it would come up and it would, like, snuffle your hand and then it would, like, spin round you a little bit. And then it would pause,
Okay.
look back at you, and then swim away a little bit.
Does it want me to follow? I'll follow it.
You follow it, start swimming after it.
I like that Alex was presumably ready to do that a couple of times, and Kai's like, I follow.
I go! Stop this, I go! and you see, like, as you start to, like, follow, it like, does a little loop again and starts, like, diving deeper into the lake.
We only got to chest deep in the lake, so I can't stand up and follow it
You
easily.
just have to flip.
So I guess I'm like doing the hand walking
Yeah,
thing, like
to
in a
keep your
swimming
head
pool.
underwater,
You
so you don't have to
tried it.
stand back up.
Yeah. Somehow.
You just hold that. I mean, that
I'm
would,
holding it
that
in
would
one
help
hand,
you, like, anchored, certainly.
Hoidun! Hoidun! You just see, like, the top of the trident sticking out the lake as you're, like, cooking forwards with it like an ice axe.
There they are. There they are.
Oh, it's getting deeper. It's getting deeper. It's getting deeper.
Where are they going?
Taking time.
Everyone's like, yeah! We trust Kai's not going to die in there. It's a lake.
It's
They do
happened once
lakes.
before. What are the chances of happening it twice?
Yeah.
It's alright, it's not even that big a lake.
So we follow the mysterious sea creature.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So it's obviously trying to go, like, down into a much darker bit of the lake. You want to follow? Keep
Yeah.
following? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Do you have dark
Do you
vision?
have dark vision?
Yes.
You do have dark vision. Excellent.
Oh, now you're submerged, you can commune with this thing.
We haven't leveled up yet.
No. Well.
No,
What?
Have
you-
we?
Yeah. Yeah, we level up story
In the
points.
carriage?
Yeah, so you haven't had a long rest yet, but you still get all your features.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well then, in that case, yes, I have dark vision, I can breathe underwater, I have a 45-foot swimming speed, and I can talk to anything.
Anything.
Anything that is also underwater.
It is also underwater
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah. When you're fully submerged, any creature that is also fully submerged can understand your speech and you can understand theirs.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, if you want to talk to it, you can try.
Where are we going?
To see him. He's waiting for you. Come.
Oh.
Ominous. Sounds fun.
It will be. Come. And you can see, like, it's obviously quite a bit faster than you, so it's sort of like doubling back and spiraling and doing like little like twirls in the mid-water as it's getting excited. And like now that you can like talk to it and stuff, and it can realise that you can talk to it, it's gonna talk back to you
Yay.
and get quite excited and be like, "Come, Kai, come! He's just here.
How does
Come!"
it know my name?
How does it know your name?
Do you have a name?
No, I'm nameless.
Do you know what you are?
I am me.
You're not wrong.
And it twists, and you see it do like a little like loop, and then really down deep, and like off the edge of like a little like underwater cliff. That is a thing.
Yeah.
How big is this lake?
Deeper than we thought, huh?
It's Loch Ness.
Do you follow it down into this like little like?
I mean, I've committed now.
You're like, stop it.
Into the ravine.
Yep.
And I think as you like go over the edge of this like underwater cliff, there's like a rush of water that swooshes you down and drags you down a bit, and then you find yourself weirdly like on the bottom of the lake, but like you can stand like normally. Like your hair's still doing the like underwater mermaid style thing, but you can like walk. You're not having to like swim, as it were. The strange like equine creature is like vaguely trilling around in the background, and you can see before you there is a small like throne made of driftwood. It's very, very, very faintly illuminated from the light that's coming filtering down through the top of the lake. And you see sat on it is a small boy with dark hair,
Tiny little
Just
boy.
this child.
He's so
No
little.
child.
with eyes the colour of a storm. What would you like to do?
Hi.
It's good to see you again, Kai.
Yes. Got it back.
I can see.
Is there anybody else that's going to be trying to take it?
I'm sure there are many people that would want to
Are
take
there
it from
any
you.
other past champions that are also on some sort of reclamation quest?
I'm sure there are a few. Not many have
Delightful.
the ability to do much these days.
One's a lich.
Surprise! There's an even
No.
bigger boss after.
Does it bother you that you may be challenged for your right as champion? Are you not strong enough to keep it?
No, I just like the heads up.
Then I suggest you do your research.
Well, this was step one, so we love a primary source.
I mean, he's definitely primary.
Yeah.
Primary school.
Why do you look like a child?
Is that how I appear to you?
Yes.
Why do you think I look like a child?
If I'm your champion for longer, would you get older?
I don't know.
Do
How
you
I
know?
am reflected to you is based on how you see me. Do you see
This
me as a
seems
child?
insulting. Well, I didn't think I did, but apparently so.
Interesting.
Why do you have a throne in the bottom of this lake?
You wish to see me.
So you made a throne?
Not exactly. But I am here. What
Were
do
you
you
not-
need of me?
What am I meant to be doing now?
What do you think you're meant to be doing?
This guy sucks.
Answer a fucking question, dude.
Tiny little nerd. Kick his
Yeah.
ass.
Stab him.
Stab him.
Don't stab
You
him.
were trying it now. Stab him.
Do you ever answer a direct question?
I don't know, do I?
Do you ever answer that?
It is not my role to guide you perfectly along the path. You are my champion, but what path you choose to take is your own. And whether you walk it well is my choice.
But do you not have a champion because you want them to do a specific thing? Do you not have a goal or some sort of cause that you want them to uphold?
Do you know what my tenets are?
Kai does. I've forgotten.
Chaos. Madness. Murder.
Chaos and protecting the oceans and looking after fish and something about storms. Something it was like keeping balance through chaos or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Talos abhors civilization and things like that. He prefers a more basic style of living, something that's more in touch with nature, more chaos and order in balance, where civilization represents order and nature is more chaos.
So yes, I do know the tenets.
And what do you think I would want you to do with those?
I don't
Do you
know.
think your world is in balance?
I don't think this kid knows and is now like, shit, fuck. They're right, I do need a protector who has tenants, and just like, you figure it out, please.
I think this is for Kai to figure out what he's trying to say.
I think it depends on how big a grand scheme you're looking at. Like, just the Sapphire Coast, the whole world, the whole plane, all of the planes. How big a picture are we talking with the balance?
My picture covers all. I guess my question for you would be, do you want to be part of the biggest picture or only the smallest? You serve me as my champion, but you need not be part of my planar goals if you do not wish.
Do you need an answer now?
You would be more instrumental if you answered sooner.
So much eye contact.
On the spot.
How soon is soon? How soon is now?
Now would be best.
The stuff we have already been doing has been extra planar. Would it be similar to what we have already been doing?
I have preferred outcomes to what is currently happening in Avernus.
And that would be part of the bigger picture?
Yes.
The bigger picture seems preferential then.
Okay.
Okay.
You would swear yourself to me in that regard? To act in my best interest in Avernus.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I've got an idea what he might mean.
I'm not here.
Yeah.
I know.
You're not here.
I know.
You can do your murmuring after the spell conference.
Because it does sound like he doesn't want Pearlmire.
I don't think he's declared either way,
No.
but I guess if you're getting a vibe off of him.
He's just so cryptic, it seems suspicious.
I think most gods are.
Yeah.
All children are suspicious.
Could ask him.
Yeah. Is Pearlmire being returned to the material plane part of your goals? Because right now it's not where it should be, and that does feel incorrect.
Is the material plane where it should be?
Yes.
Why?
If it is left where it is, it will cease to exist.
Oh my god.
That's not necessarily true. Simply because it is not where it was does not mean it's not where it should be. And simply because it is in current danger does not mean it will always be in danger.
Well, it is in danger of either being destroyed by the devils and demons attacking it, but also there are no permanent food and water sources for the people staying there.
Currently.
Yes. So eventually you will reach the point where there is nobody left, and though the buildings still remain, there will be no Pearlmire because there is nobody in the existing area.
The problems you speak of, whilst I'm sure currently feel like mountains, are not necessarily mountains, given the right resources. It is possible to give these things to Perlmeyer again without moving it back to the material plane.
This guy.
Even if I find what I'm looking for, I can't tell you.
Yeah. I can't even read your handwriting. This is very unhelpful.
No. Would you want to be part of the biggest plan? Stop! Will you two stop it? You're pointing either off. Alright?
Ignore us.
I am going to actively ask you to stop.
They've agreed on something.
I've just
Because
read
you are putting another player character off
I
during
can't
the
read
moment,
his handwriting
so please.
either. I have no idea what's going on.
Enough
I'm
interruptions.
gonna die for a minute.
Yes.
Okay. I have no desire for Perlmeyer to be destroyed. I have
Well,
no
that's good.
desire for the people to be harmed any further than they already have. It would be preferable if they were well looked after. It would also be preferable if Perlmeyer were to stay in Avernus.
Why?
I believe that balance needs to be brought to the outer planes. I believe that leaving Perlmeyer in Avernus is the start of bringing that balance.
But if you have where the demons live, and they are chaotic, and where the devils live is ordered, did they not balance each other out already?
It's not the balance I'm talking about, Kai. Perhaps you will see in time. But if you wish to be part of my bigger plan, and to please me as my champion, Perlmeyer will remain in Avernus. Protect its people, and I will help you overcome some of the resources problems that I can. Water, as I'm sure you're aware, is not exactly a problem. They will need a lot of help with this. As I'm sure you're aware, the devils and demons are assaulting the city. But the people live, and the city remains there. It will do good.
Good for who?
Many entities, myself included.
Will it be good for the people living there?
I'll put it this way. 3 gods look after that city. Not one has interfered. Not one has helped their people. Surely what we're doing is helping more than them.
That in no way answers what I said. Just because you're doing more than somebody else doesn't mean it will be beneficial overall for the people there.
Is it not of some benefit? Which is better than no benefit?
But returning them to their home would also be of benefit.
Ah, but I suppose we're weighing the benefit of one city against the benefit of the plains. It will be hard for them in Avernus, but it will lead to a better life.
Does your friend have a name?
No.
Why not?
I do not name all of my creatures, and I do not think they have chosen a name.
Okay.
Do you wish to give them a name?
Well, if they don't want one, they don't have to have one.
Very well. You have your charge.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you. I guess I'll walk back.
You'd see like the creature's like gently like swooping and then goes, "Oh, this way, cat, this way, and like
I like
swims
this guy more
upwards.
than Talos.
You swear allegiance to this guy.
Yeah.
This dude.
This equine serpentine thing, and you.
I should have asked what happened to my bond with the Adolin. Oh well, I've left.
Swimming back up to the top of the lake, and you and crest to the top, and you can see like the little serpentine creature as you get quite close to the secret goes, "Bye, Kai," and then dives back down.
Aww. I love him.
They seem
Yes.
fun.
Yeah.
Really fun. Enthusiastic.
And you are now back at the surface of the lake, just swimming.
I'll
You're
just-
quite a bit further out from
Ah.
where you started, but
Oh, I'll just swim back.
okay. Kai comes back to camp, dripping wet.
How was it?
Cryptic and unhelpful.
That's pretty much what happened here. We were playing charades and I did not understand a
Ah.
single thing that happened.
I don't see what there wasn't to not get about it. It was crystal clear. Did you find what you were looking for?
There are other people after the trident, and
Mm-hmm.
Talos doesn't want Pearlmire returned to the material plane because having it in Avernus is the first stage in returning balance to the planes.
Well, that's cryptic.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh dear.
Do you want to go through with that?
How do you feel about that, yeah?
Not especially.
There's a lot of innocent people there.
Yeah, they don't want to stay there, and the planes seem fine as they are.
Do you have to do it because of the trident? Like, is it gonna, I don't know.
I don't think it'll force me, but there
bend
might
you
be
to
very
its
bad
will?
repercussions if I don't.
I see. Well, that seems
So it
like-
depends how much I care about the repercussions, I think.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, it sounds like you're in a difficult position. Talos would have you just do nothing?
Well, apparently he has ways of bringing at least fresh water to the city, so not everyone will die of thirst.
But they may die of
Everything
Devils?
else.
Everything else, yeah.
demons,
If they have not already died.
heat, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What was your charade?
It's hard to explain.
It was a book.
It's a book.
Book. And then...
How many words? 4 words.
Mm-hmm. And
The book of probably Joris.
He's starting his own religion. He's making a splinter cult.
No, he just wrote one of the doctrines that everybody follows.
the first book that came to mind was in Skyrim and Oblivion you could find books that are on the story of the lusty Argonian maid.
I
It's
mean,
like medieval smut about
yeah, I do think that is definitely Adolin's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Mm.
What were you actually pointing at in your notebook?
I would have preferred if you'd been a lot less intrusive about that.
We got too into it. Sometimes when they're so cryptic, you're like, God, if they're not going to answer, then I am.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I would much prefer if you didn't intrude on another player.
Of course.
at
Yeah,
the
I'm sorry. You want to call yours?
Oh shit, after that,
Chauntea?
I'm a little scared too. No, we're good. I already spoke to her briefly, and she seems like she's doing fine. And she gave us a thumbs up about being able to find the extra components. I think I'm alright.
You're like, I'm
Yeah.
going to quit while I'm ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Before she can tell you anything you don't want to hear.
I'm so okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
What are you rolling?
I think Alex just gets bored.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep rolling things.
I might try call Joris then.
Okay.
Okay.
This may go badly. You may see me burned to a cinder on the beach.
We will remember you fondly. I have
Yeah, do it on the beach so you can roll into the water.
a diamond. We can resurrect you. He'll burn you all over
Thanks.
again, but it's a thought that counts.
Mm-hmm.
We tried.
Tried. Yeah.
Why don't I just stick my head back in the lake and tell the fish I changed my mind, I want to be part of the small picture?
The small picture seems nicer.
I prefer it there. There's less philosophical debate.
Oh.
You chose big picture.
I regret it already.
The fate of many. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
If Polly's not going to have a chat with Chauntea.
Yes, no, I'm all right. I'm sorry if you were hoping that I would, so that you could delay the inevitable a little further. But I think it's unnecessary for me to talk to her.
That's fair. Your goddess seems nice, and it seems like
I
this is just giving her a chance to tell you
I've
something.
not
you don't wanna
needed
hear.
to chat with her for. She's just been, I don't know, leaving me. Well, I tell you what. One thing I don't think I ever mentioned is that she was the one who left me the staff of flowers that I found and my bag of bees. So maybe she'll keep this up and we can get a couple more items for the list.
That's where all the stuff's going to come from. She's going to give it to you.
Yeah. In fact, can I just do a little commune just to be like, we don't need to talk. Cannot emphasize enough. But if you've got any even common items kicking about, would love to have them. If you had 60, even better.
60
Only
common
30.
items.
We only need 30.
Yes, if we had 30, we'd call it a day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can roll me a D100.
If I roll all zeros, then does that mean that I get all of it?
That's
It's
a
perfect.
perfect.
Fuck. Alright, you're absolutely right. I won't do that.
01.
001. 004.
004 is pretty good. You're fairly certain your message got through.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Really
Oh, 4!
Warm breeze that comes off the lake and sort of swirls around you and lifts you a little bit.
See, why can't they all be like that?
Another staff of swarming insects
I
just
like your god more.
drops out the sky.
You want to switch? I don't want yours, but I think that you could switch allegiances. You could probably chill with her if you wanted.
I don't know if I actually can. I can't unattune from this.
We'll work this out.
Would love to.
Would love to.
Talos is like, doesn't want to be champion.
Never did. Very much here against their will.
I thought they were leaning into it at one point, doing some research and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Happy?
Not especially.
No.
No.
Here we go.
Being given
Since I was
assignment.
a
Do not like
child.
assignment. You want to try and talk to Joris?
Yes, we will go and try and talk to Joris.
Do we wade into the water and drown ourselves in the lake?
No. We'll go down to the water's edge, find a nice little kind of pool area, and then just kind of sit down at the lip of it, try and get that sort of reflection in the pool.
Yeah.
Pull out Star Shatterer and hold the kind of amulet of the devout, and just kind of looking at the two of them, and just sort of try and look past them into the water and
Defocus our eyes.
Get all zen.
Deep breaths in.
No.
Deep breaths in.
oh my god, he's gonna kill me.
Honey, it's gonna be fine.
So you settle into this meditative state. And you start to reach down that path again that you know where your divine spark comes from, where you've talked to Joris before. And I think what you'd find again is that branching path.
Go for Joris this time.
Joris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You walk down the path that seems more familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
The one that is more familiar as Joris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'd feel a presence would
Hmm.
sink into your mind a little bit.
Hello?
Adolin?
Jars?
Yes.
Ah. Good. It's you. I think we are due for a catch up. Are you still in Perlmire? How are things there?
I'm not in Pearl.
Ah,
Was he ever?
were you ever? You were in Perlmire though, weren't you?
Briefly.
Were you called away? From Perlmire?
My duties have never been in Pearl.
But you got me out of patrol duty.
Yes. You called for aid.
Yes.
I left my duties to come and help you.
Okay, yep. Fair enough. And I'm still very grateful for that. I've retrieved Star Shatter.
The sword.
Mm-hmm.
The V of it.
We've collected all 3 of the instruments of light. We're on our way back to Perlmire to rescue the city. We can use them somehow to transport it back.
The sword.
The cup, primarily. But it...
Yes. I told you to seek the cup
Hmm.
to get Pearlmire back.
Yes.
But you have sought the sword?
Well, the trident and the sword can power it, can fuel it. The 3 are connected.
They are interlinked as far as I'm aware, yes. It'd be very dangerous to take the sword back to Pearlmire, Adolin.
But that's how we... Is this not what you wanted me to do?
I wished for you to help the citizens of Pearlmire, yes. But to take such a dangerous artifact back to the city seems an unwise choice.
So judgy.
It's powerful, yes, but it's not going to be let out of control or anything. Can it not be used to power the cup? Have I misunderstood?
I do not know the intricacies of the connections between the 3 instruments of light. Only that they are very closely bound. It may be possible to power the cup using the sword. Though I fear interfering with the sword in any way would be very dangerous. It could have catastrophic consequences for the city.
Interfering is... I have the sword. I've attuned to it.
You have attuned to the sword.
Yes.
Why?
It's a powerful weapon. I seek it for its abilities in combat, not just what it can do for the cup.
And you would willfully attune to an item of a traitorous angel of Torm.
Is the sword not of Torm as well?
Not any longer.
Ah. Then this is a bad item. I can dispense with it, but if it is going to be useful to bring Paramount back, then I will use it for that purpose, and that will be that. I'll give it up.
I think this would be too dangerous.
I'm not just going to leave it here in the Feywild. It's been through a lot of trouble to get this. Then it will be useful. What harm could there be in bringing it back to Perlmire? It seems like a weapon like this, despite who its last owner was, would be quite useful in a city under assault from devils and demons.
There are many ways to return Perlmire to the material plane. You could just as easily make a deal with any kind of corrupted being or such. We don't walk those paths, Adolin. We walk the righteous and lawful path. Using the sword may be a quick way to return Perlmire to the material plane, but it is not the right way by using such a corrupted item and risking all the citizens.
How is this going to risk the citizens? This is the quickest way to do it. This will save lives.
Do you know what the sword does? Do you know exactly? It's no longer an artifact of Torm.
Then what is it?
It's a corrupted artifact.
Corrupted how? I've not felt any negative influence from it.
Then you are either already being corrupted or are a fool to not see it.
What could happen?
Adolin, this is a dangerous artifact. Anything could happen. This is not of a good god. You could say the same of an artifact of Asmodeus.
Or Talos, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is why I told you to seek the cup.
But we have the cup.
Then use it and forget the sword.
There are obstacles to using the cup that we can bypass if we have the sword and the trident.
Quick routes are not necessarily the right route.
If this route saves more lives, it seems like the right route. And if I have to pay some sort of price for that, then I shall.
Just because it saves lives in the short run does not mean it will save more lives in the long run.
What does that mean?
It means you are meddling with something that you do not understand.
Meddling with what?
The sword, Adolin. A powerful corrupted artifact.
Is this about Eofiel?
Yes.
Was she imprisoned for turning against the knight? The campaign of the Emerald Fields?
Imprisoned?
She was never seen again after it.
There'd be silence.
I told you I had visions of her. When I touched one of the cult's symbols, the teal sky, the maroon field.
A warning, I'm sure, from Torm.
That doesn't sound right. A warning from Torm coming through a symbol used by a cult. Well, what Eofiel did that day wasn't necessarily wrong either.
She defied Torm's will.
She stopped a rampaging army from destroying a city full of innocent people?
She stopped the march of civilization.
Charles, what the hell are you saying? What the Knights were up to back then was not right.
How history has reflected it is of ill consequence.
It wasn't right then, and it's not right now.
She defied the will of Torm and was cast out for it.
Maybe she was right to do so.
Ooh.
In that instance, I may have done the same. The knights were going to burn the city.
It would appear you've strayed from your path, Adolin.
Joris, what's happening to you?
I could ask the same of you, Adolin.
Oh
I had
no.
such hopes for you. You showed such promise. And now you turn from your path.
You had me helping people. Up till now.
And I'm asking you to help. To help the city of Pralmire, to save the citizens.
Yeah. We're going to put it back. We're going to use these items to fix it.
Using a corrupted item is not helping, Adolin.
It's going to help those people there.
Your short-sightedness is a flaw I had not seen in you.
So, is there more at stake? Is there some reason why I shouldn't be taking the most direct path to
You
do
should
this?
take the lawful and good path. Shortcuts do not always make lawful
What
good.
are the drawbacks here? What could possibly go wrong?
I'm telling you that this is a corrupted artifact of a fallen angel of Torm, and you still want to use it. When you do not know exactly what it does, you do not know what influence that would have over Pralmire or its citizens.
Yeah, I take a leap of faith that this sword can
A
do.
leap of faith with a being that is not Torm.
She's off Torm,
She was.
like you.
She is not like me. She is a fallen angel. She is not one of us.
Is the mortal aspect of her running around on the material plane doing good? Is that not? Is she not also doing Torm's will there?
It's not of your consequence. Your goal is to return the city of Pralmire to the material plane.
Stop keeping us in the dark. What exactly? Why exactly should I not be using this? What are you worried will happen?
It is a corrupted artifact of a fallen angel. No good will come from using it, Adolin. Taking it to Pralmire is a huge risk, and you may lead to the death of many more people that way.
Because she might get it back? Is that what you're worried about? That it falls into somebody else's hands? That...
There are many evil folk that would want this blade, that could use this blade ill.
Great. Give me a list of names.
Using this sword is not the righteous path, Adolin.
I disagree. If there is some penalty to be paid for using it to save people, then I will accept that.
And if the penalty does not fall on you, but falls on others, you would dish out that
How could it?
because you simply do not know the forces
Then
that you are playing with.
Tell me!
There are some things I cannot fully explain to you, Adolin. You know this. Your path has been given to you. Follow it. And heed my advice.
I found another path that I explored briefly. It led to that field. Led to, I think, an aspect of Yearfield. And I think I released her.
Can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh dear.
And can I get a disadvantage, please?
No!
Ooh, that's not
Not
bad.
bad.
Lower the rolls was a 13. Wisdom save?
Mhm.
How is a ranger not proficient in wisdom saves?
That is wild, yeah.
What do
Um,
you have?
Just wisdom. Strength and dex. proficiency.
Interesting.
Makes sense for a ranger.
No, I wouldn't have done that to Joris. If I tagged him with favoured foe, I'd get a bonus to this.
You had not tagged him.
I'd not tagged. No, we don't do that. 16.
16. Okay. Okay. I think even with a 16, you would feel a piercing pain through your skull.
Oh dear.
And you'd start to feel like Joris like pulling through your memories, like hunting for this memory that you have of Eofeel.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd start to see it play out in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Her lost look, her talking to you and not really understanding where she is, what's going on, and then her sort of fading at the end, and then appearing in front of you in the Feywilds. And you'd feel that Joris would draw a little bit.
I'm about to burst into flames in a minute.
Why did you call me here, Adolin? To gain intelligence for Eofeel?
What? No,
How long have you been working with her?
I don't work with her. Joris, you've been my guide for a long time. I
What
regularly.
has she promised you?
Nothing.
What hold does she have over you?
By the looks of it, you just saw everything. There's no hold, there's no deal. There's nothing else. I did what I did because I thought it was right. When did you stop understanding that?
When you stopped walking your path. And I think you'd feel a searing pain in your chest.
Ooh.
As you'd feel like Joris like reach into you deeper and deeper, like into like your soul and being. And he's trying to like claw deeper into you. Can I get another wisdom save at disadvantage, please?
Oh dear.
Would I have had a chance to tag him with favoured foe just before he does that?
What are the requirements for favoured foe? Like you cannot see him.
Then it probably doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's based on seeing.
Okay.
Are we not really in a?
No, he's speaking to you through your mind, which is sort of like how you did things when he couldn't get to you like physically, essentially, when you weren't in a Temple of Torm kind of thing.
And this isn't a spell or anything, is it?
No. I see it.
Stupid disadvantage. That could have been a nat 20.
Damn.
I don't think I've got any reactions I can take. Could I? Okay, I'm probably too late for this. Slap on a protection from evil and good?
No, this is happening, so it would have to be anything that would be a reaction.
Okay, 11.
11. Okay, 11 is quite low, I'm afraid.
I disagree.
I think that's great.
I think that's quite high on a scale of 1 to 12.
That's a lovely scale. A lovely gesture. But you would feel like Joris like cleaving his way through your soul, essentially, and would strike at your divine spark.
Oh no!
No.
And you would feel him start to wrench it out of you.
Good lord.
Can I cast protection from evil and good on myself?
Can we see anything happening? Is there anything obvious going on?
Adolin's spine's a bit stiff, but he's not like actively reacting.
Okay.
Can I have? I was gonna say, I cast like the charismatic enhanceability, being like, he's not making an impression. Oh god. Everything's fine, I'm sure. They're just having some tough talks.
Yes, you can cast the spell if you like. What does the spell do exactly?
I'm protected against aberrations, celestials. Never thought I'd need to use this spell against celestials. Elementals, fey fiends, and undead. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. and if they already are, they get advantage on any new saving throws against relevant effect. While this might not be that, I'm just... I think
Doing
it's
anything. Doing anything you can think of.
doing literally anything, and if you're fucking with Celestials, then a protection from evil and good seems like the only...
A good way to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there'd be a sharp cry of pain
Ooh.
as you did this, but Joris would continue to like wrench this spark out of you,
Good lord.
and you'd feel it slip out of you,
No!
and then Joris would sever the connection.
Yo!
He's hung up on me!
That's not good.
And you would sort of jolt forwards on the beach, like gasping, as it feels like there's like a crevice in your chest that you can't get enough air into your lungs.
Alan, good.
Did that go well for you?
Not good.
Oh no. I genuinely think like the way that you're hurting, like I'll like rush over and I don't know, do some like healing
want a
hands
good
or
berry?
something. Like I mean I'm all out, but like I genuinely think that I'll be like something went wrong. I'm gonna try and heal you.
Yeah.
Not that it will do anything, but I'll just mark that down.
Do a little bit of lay on hands.
Yeah.
If you're missing any hit
Oh
points,
my
you can
god, I can lay my
maybe get a
hands.
bit back.
I think I'm okay for health, actually. I think the short rest in the carriage puts back up.
Okay.
Can I tell... Joris is very against using the sword in any way, for anything.
Well,
And I told him... Have I told the party about the encounter with Eophil?
I think you did.
Yeah.
you did.
Yes.
I told him about that, and he immediately accused me of working with her, straying from Torm, siding with this fallen angel,
Wow.
Jealous boyfriend.
and then took something from me.
What?
Can I tell what?
What do you think he took?
It could have been your magic, and it could have been your angelic form.
Yeah.
It could have been...
Yeah, am I still able to cast spells?
Do you want to try?
Is that protection from evil and good still up?
How would you know? Sorry.
It's a
Concentration spell.
Ah, okay. You can no longer feel it.
Try a cantrip.
Do you know?
Try light.
I know light from being...
But that is Aasimar specific, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I just try and cast light.
Nothing happens.
Okay, that definitely means that something's been taken, but we don't know what.
Do you
quite
still have
yet.
wings?
Wouldn't know until morning. Spent it for the day.
Yeah. Can you not do light because you can't do magic, or can you not do light because it's Aasimar specific?
Exactly.
Don't know, I try protection from evil and good again.
Nothing happens.
No magic?
Oh no!
No magics, Alex! That's a whole thing! It's a whole thing! You can have not erase, you half the class, it's a little scarier. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Your guys' deities kind of suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been researching alternatives.
I'm also like, I guess this is more above the table, but both of your deities are very much like, you need to do this thing because it's what I want. No, I will not elaborate.
Yeah.
Like it is
Not a fan.
It is like this is the path. And also above the table, I really like that at no point did you say, hey, I didn't get to choose to attune to the item, it just happened. Like, that was there, it was a fallback, and you were like, no, fuck you, you know what, this is an important item, and I was going to use it for good, that's important. I liked that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
You
I
hadn't-
did kind of choose to attune to it.
You did, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was a save, and you actively chose to fail it, but there was still a save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I passed the save.
You passed the save and then chose to fail.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a lot less effective in a fight.
I disagree.
You got a big sword. Stab him.
It's a cool sword.
I will learn Zephyr Strike for you.
Cast it on me. Well, I'm going to go for a very depressed nap.
Aww.
Ooh.
Well, this has been really rough.
Are you sure you don't want to call Chauntea?
I mean, I already technically did. It's just that, again, she knows how to... When she doesn't give me answers, it's in like a fun way. You know, like, that was it. That's all the conversation we needed. I understand her. She understands
She gave you a
me.
warm wind
You're
hug.
on the same wavelength.
Yeah. She thumbs up reacted to my message, but in a way that didn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm cool with that. Fuck, man. That's horrid. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't have done anything differently.
Well, here's a question for you.
Start pledging allegiance to you feel instead?
No, well, that's not a question, but like, it is a worthwhile consideration. And again, it's slightly above the table. You mentioned the facets of Eophil, and he did not bat an eye. You had not come out with that information before. It was before you talked about, like, having found her or anything. But you mentioned, was she locked up? And he didn't say anything. And then you talked about the facet that was just running around doing good. And he was totally nonplussed. Like, he didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah, of course. It's
What do you think that means?
It's just really interesting. At no point did he go, how did you know this information? Or, what are you talking about? It was just like yes, I knew this the whole time. I didn't find it pertinent to reveal this to you. Which is kind of bullshit. Again.
Kind of. If it's aligned with you feel, if it's to do with her, if it's to do with the cult.
Also,
then...
he traumatized you a little bit with your parents, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We only talked about that a little. I don't want to bring it up again.
Stop trying to fry that out about Adolin.
I'm sorry, it's not a very kind thing to do. I mean, I would never do that to Varro, and we've been through a lot of bullshit. I wouldn't just be like, surprise, here's one of your dead parents.
Varro's face like falls a little bit.
I don't think he was near you when I said that. I would never say that in front
I
of him.
presume like that everyone came over when Adolin was like.
Okay,
everyone came over.
Then I would absolutely not say that, because again, I'm a good person, and I wouldn't be flaunting that just in front of a person, no matter how little I like them.
Oh, one last thing I'd check then
Yeah.
is the healing hands thing I get from being an Aasimar.
Ooh, there we go.
It's only like 4d4. And I don't think anybody's actually lacking hit points at the moment.
I can get a paper cut if you need.
Punch each other.
I wild shape and I stab myself.
And I go to try and heal Polly.
Nothing happens.
Oh!
There's a small part of Polly that's like, I could heal myself.
No!
And
We're not doing this again.
Make him think that he has the power.
Does Polly do that?
No.
Does Polly learn her lesson?
She's learned from past mistakes.
Has Varro stood there being like,
See how sad this is, Varro? I spared you from this.
Sorry?
I'm sorry. I'm very emotional. This sucks. I'm really sorry. Adolin, this is hard. If I could find Joris, I'd kick his ass. Would you help, Kai?
Yeah.
Am I now Adolin human fighter? Fighter man.
Human fighter. Can he get 4 more feats? Because fighters have so many ASIs.
No, so you keep your class. You don't have access to anything that requires your like divine connection to do anything with. So like technically, like whilst you are still an Aasimar as like that's what you input into D&D Beyond, you do not get access to any of your like celestial capabilities. So
Okay.
What
So you
about,
do
like,
still have spells, right? Then
dark
that,
vision?
but the
no, because we discussed a long time ago that your spells come from your
Fuck, man.
connection to Torm.
what the
And whilst like mechanically the ranger is not a divine spellcaster, but that's what we agreed on for Adolin. So your spells come from your divine connection to Torm, which has been severed.
So you could taketh away.
Torm has already had one angel forsake him and do something that she thought was more correct. It could be that Joris is doing this too. Could you?
Sorry, did you say?
Does he still have his dark vision?
That?
Because that's an Aasimar thing. but it's not really a celestial thing.
What are your
I would say
parents?
stuff like that, yes. Like it's anything that comes from like an innate divine spark. So like your celestial
Wait.
form,
Yeah.
your resistance to
Oh
it
no.
Oh, my
necrotic
damage
or
resistances.
radiant, the light cantrip,
Oh
your
my God.
wings, the improved celestial bits and pieces that came on the card.
Oh, no!
The lay on hands and stuff like that.
Can you still speak
No,
celestial?
He can because he's attuned to the sword, and the sword allows him to speak celestial.
Oh, wow.
Well, hey, you know how you were like, I've got all these things from the sword that I already had.
Well,
You
that's
still got
not-
those?
Yeah. Yep. Huzzah.
You're mean. He's
Yeah.
about to go off on a work trip and just sit about this.
Yeah.
You're gonna probably call me every night and be like, "What did you do?"
Why? Why would
You'll
you
get
do
text through work, just be like, "What did you do?"
this? Negotiating.
Just a Slack message.
Like, hey. Okay.
Imagine Adolin contacting Joris on Slack.
Hey bud, what up?
Was not cool what you did yesterday.
That's wild.
I think we should talk.
Adolin is very downbeat for the rest of the evening and says he just wants to go to sleep.
Oh shit. Oh.
We did also just walk 8 hours.
We did. We've had a very long day.
Tired and now slightly depressed.
Yeah.
Oh,
There was a-
Clifford would come and like curl up with you and would sit with you and like gently lick you occasionally.
Aw.
And lie.
Thanks,
and
Clifford.
snuggle into
You're a
you.
good boy. Where's that fiendish cat? I'm in the market. Come on. Let's talk to the cat.
Cat would be sat by the fire, just sort of nonchalantly watching.
What do you mean you're in the market?
For a new deity, patron, whatever.
And you'll take the first devil that comes along.
Friendship over with Torm, only friends with Cat now.
Only friends with cat.
Could you like skip Joris though? Could you try and contact her
Just
with
get direct line.
Just go over his
I
head.
want to talk to
I
your
want to talk to
manager.
the manager, please.
Exactly. I'm not kidding.
Full
because,
Karen.
like, what if
Mm.
Joris is acting out of turn?
You've never spoken to anybody other than Joris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, try going over his head.
It might be worth thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
We know other people who worship Torm that must have their own personal connections with him,
Mm.
even if it's just like getting them
Talk
to
to their
DM.
guy.
Yeah,
Hello.
Can you send me like an email up the chain, please?
yeah.
Who's your spirit guide? I need to talk to your spirit guide. What does that amulet of the devout that Joris gave me? Is that still like?
Yeah, you would not be able to attune to that now.
No,
No.
really? Would that have broken?
Yeah, that attunement would have broken.
Dagger warnings back on the list then.
What achievement broke? Sorry.
Oh, I had an amulet of the devout.
Ah.
As like a kind of +1 spellcasting focus.
Wow.
On a tune. Blip.
Blep.
Well.
Wow.
Dang! Well, that's been a real kick in the teeth. Your god wants bad stuff.
Yeah.
And my
Your one's broken up with you.
yeah.
And on that note, I think it's a good place to end the session.
This has been a fun one.
Yeah, hasn't it just, everyone?
To think there was a point about earlier this session when we thought we're gonna do it, we're gonna save the city.
We're almost done. No.
Yeah, this list got halved and then our hopes were
Everything
quite
went
quickly
downhill from
dashed.
there.
Rapidly downhill.
Yeah. To think that
Thank you all for tuning in to this session of Hell and High. Let's roll Hell and High Water. I think it was session 21.
21.
We've been playing now for a little over a year. It's been
A lot over a
wonderful.
year.
We appreciate if you joined us on this journey, and hopefully everyone will recover from this session. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we do hope that we'll see you on the next session. As always, if you've missed any of our sessions, do check them out on YouTube. They get popped up there in like very manageable chunks, so you can check them out and catch up. Awesome. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
You're a weenie now.
Blue.
Oh.